Hey guys, Lancy here. Hope everyone's doing well. Thanks for joining me while looking to some MTG stocks and also the stock market in general because things have been going crazy and we'll have to see how long things stay crazy for. So starting with what's been moving in the last day or even the last week. So Grim Hurling from Commander Adventures in the Forgotten Realms moving up by a huge... this card was $2 or something. $3 for the longest time. Now it's up to $10 to $17. This card has moved up by like 300% in the last couple of days. We'll have to see where it ends. It is a good card. It is in the Commander Adventures in the Forgotten Realms deck. It will make that deck spike for sure, which is unfortunate because I don't think I have it, but we'll have to see what happens to the deck itself. Pyramids from Arabian Nights. Arabian Nights cards been spiking up for a while now. 2020, 2021, big spikes up when people realize the value of the dollar might be decreasing. We'll have to see if that will hold true for the next couple of months. Infernal Genesis, Prophecy, moving up as well by about 30%. This card is exponentially growing in the last couple of days, so that 30% gain is just for what you see today. Yeah, I'm not too sure main reason. It looks like a fun card, lots of little token creators, but there's plenty of those to go around. This is an older version of it. Gabriel, Angel Fire from Legends card, very spiky, very spiky, so I would not be 100% sure if I could trust that. Graven Cairns, this one's been on my list a few times in the last couple of months, but this is probably the largest gains I've seen in the card. It actually had a massive drop and a gain, at least as far as the average pricing goes, but you had to be careful with this kind of stuff. You had to make sure that you pick the right value card. The prices are all over the place and there's more than one printing. And I have a runny nose, sorry guys, so hopefully I'm not going to cause any issues with that. Rexen, The Risen Deep from Commander, also moving up. Cool card. I do like... Alexa has talked to me. I don't know why. Ignore her if you can do that. Alexa, stop. Oh, that is really annoying. I don't know what caused that. So this card has also spiked up in the last couple of days. Actually a fun card. I think it's got some reasons why it would have done it. I think mainly because it has been a while since it's been reprinted. And it's just fun to play around with the new cards and this old Commander. Golgari Signet. No reason why this moved up. Jin-Gitaxis. I can't even say it. Koroga from Secret Lairs. Now, all of these for Secret Lairs cards for the Phyrexian leaders are exceedingly powerful, very valued, a very powerful Secret Lair, or very valued Secret Lair. And we'll have to see where the prices end up and how many people bought, because I don't know how many people bought. I actually have not received, I think, the 2 that I ordered. They're probably going to come out pretty pringled. We'll have to see. Terrain Generator, pretty cool card. It's been flatlining for the longest time. It had a huge run up in the last couple of months, last couple of years, but I think the value is obviously going to just depend on what people want to do with it. Right now sitting at $5 for the average and market price. You can get it from TCG for $3.60, pretty good. Slate of Ancestry from Dual Decks Anthology. Actually a kind of pretty cool card. Actually very powerful. Especially in certain colors. Is it $3.50 worth? Is it worth $3.50? Yeah, it probably is, and I'm pretty sure that these spikes are probably going to continue until someone buys out a lot of them. I think it's a good card. It's been reprinted 3 times, but you're going to have to put that aside if you want to probably get an early footing into this kind of card. It has moved up pretty gently over the last couple of weeks. Big spikes up from $3 to like $5, but now it's dropped down back to $4.81. Perplexing Text from Commander 2021. Cool card. It's a cool card. I don't know what the main reason why it's moving up. It is very powerful in a token deck. It's probably going to stay pretty decent, so we'll have to see. Hazan Tamar from Legends. It is a reserve list card, so it's got value there. It's actually a pretty powerful card as well, kind of cool for Commander. Cool color combination for what it does. Yeah, not much more to say about it. It's not a bad card. Oh, I got Rexen again. Okay, cool. So moving to Mtg Goldfish, so we got, moving straight to the weekly changes, Sauron, Imperious Bloodlord, moving up by 9% this week to now set at $32.73. Oh my god, wasn't that card like $5 just a couple of weeks ago? I was going to check that out. Twilight Prophet now sitting at $40. The Scab God back up to $40. Yahenni, Undying Partisan, now $9, a gain of 18% this week. Mana Confluence, Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, moving up by 4% to now sit at 27.95. Elenda, 25.88. This is all, I can see, this is all like zombies and vampires, but that's expected. Urborg, 4% gain. Final Devastation, I'm never going to get that card, $42.50. Emrakul, now sitting at $40. I will admit, Emrakul had a bit of a drop compared to what I remember seeing it last time. Biggest losers, really, it is just Kozilek's Return, now $5.11, and Jissa and Giraffe, a 10% drop at $3.43. Nothing too crazy from that side. Nothing really crazy going on for the day. This is for Pioneer. Let's have a look at Sauron. So Sauron has, yeah, very steady. Actually, truthfully, he never was. His cheapest he ever was $11, so that's still pretty expensive, but now he's sitting at $32. Very impressive if you ever got him early on. Moving on to Modern and the weekly. Solitude gaining by 11%. Graven Cairns gaining by 25% to now sit at $24. There's a Saga gaining by 16% to now sit at $35. Verdant Catacombs now sit gaining 15% to now sit at $33.95. I think that was a time when I said these are probably the best times to pick these catacombs. These land cycles up. It might be starting to climb from now on. We'll have to see. Olivia Valdarin moving up by 24% to now sit at $22.97. Crazy. Yawgmoth, 16% gain to now sit at $32. Haunted Horror from Ravnica. Now, do I actually have that card? I pretty much got into Magic in Ravnica, like the original Ravnica. And there's some cards that I have from there that was pretty cool, but I don't know if I have this one specifically. 35% gain to now sit at $17. Michaelis, now an 8% gain to now sit at $55. And Ragavan, 5% gain to now sit at $85. God, that card is crazy. Biggest drop, a pretty big joke for Phyrexian Crusader. 97% drop and still sitting at $28. That was a fake out. 7% drop for Gravecrawler and 6% drop for Elvish Champion. Still a very expensive card. It'll be good if I can get my hands on this, but I haven't got one yet, so we'll have to see. So Phyrexian, yeah, massive spike up to $5,000. Nice. Okay, Legacy, biggest gainers for the week. Island of Wok, 16% gain. Island of Sanctuary, 141% gain. Cockatrice, 84% gain. Stasis, a 41% drop. See, these are all way too spiky. 65% drop for Blessing. 11% drop for Thunder Spirit. Actually kind of a cool card. At least cool for art. For the Vintage Marketplace, you got Legacy Contract from Below. 30% gain, $3,000. But everything else is pretty quiet. Biggest drops, nothing really too much to worry about. I am looking at the market and seeing if there's a comparison. So before we move into the market, let's have a look at the dual lands. Very calm for the last couple of weeks. You can see that the last couple of weeks, ever since it was about July 29th of July 2021, we've had a very flat line for at least when it comes to bad lands. And you can pick up bad lands from moderately played. Actually, that's still pretty expensive. A lightly played is probably better than moderately played at $445. A near mint at $484 is actually way better than a lightly played and a moderately played for not much more of an increase, but that's still on the higher end. So this could just be the card shops buying out the people and then now repricing everything to a much higher level. So it could be hard to get your hands on these anyways. Plateau, flat, or very... It hasn't changed much at all. And it's at the same time, July 29th, just kind of flatline. Probably when the stimulus checks ran out. We'll have to see if we get some more now thanks to this new variant and everything for the stuff that's been going around. So yeah, I think the market seems to be quite calm in this way, but we'll have to see what happens in the next couple of weeks and just keep an eye on it. So just finishing up, we'll have a look at the markets. So currently it does look like Bitcoin's taken a huge dive, but it's recovered quite a bit, almost a 20%, what is it, 20% gain. If someone caught the exact bottom of that, where it is now. Yeah, 20% exactly to where it is now if someone just got in at the bottom of that, which is quite impressive. Personally, the Bitcoin is falling over because of the US 10-year treasury, US 10-year bonds are dropping. So this is the interest rate of the world, and it's saying that we're going to have deflation by the looks of it, and the Federal Reserve can't do anything about it, and that any more stimulus and everything will cause inflation that'll be stagflation to the general public. So what the world is pretty much telling everyone is, or what the economy is telling, or the stock market is telling everyone is, we can't do anything about the slowdown that's coming. So it's going to slow down. Interest rates should drop, but who knows if the Federal Reserve and the reserve banks can cause the interest rate to drop, because they're also scared of inflation and what it can do to prices of everything around us. So we'll have to see overall what really happens for this. The Australian dollar has just jumped off a cliff below all of the trend lines, back down into its range. It's kind of looking pretty painful for the Australian dollar, and that's where I'm in, which is not good, but we'll have to see what happens to the rest of the stuff. The DXY looks like it's chopping up, but now it is on the weekly, sorry, I'm on the weekly. On the daily, above the 200-day moving average, and it's got a long way to pull back to, but it's actually not even pulling back, even though it really should. So we'll have to see if the US dollar drops and the stocks and everything recover after their big drops, and at least come back and make a head and shoulders, probably around about here, and then maybe drop back down. Or they can continue rising, but they really had to get above some of their key technicals. Luckily, they are above the 50, managed to recapture the 50 for the S&P 500. So should be a very interesting next week, and also going into Christmas. Anyways, guys, thanks again for watching, and have a good one. See ya.